back to my kitchen. Today we are doing a Black History inspired pound cake. Now when I did the black velvet the other day, I was really thinking more of, classy, sexy. And I forgot to mention, honey, black is beautiful. But I was thinking more of Valentine's Day, okay? Several of you mentioned me doing a cake that was Black History inspired, and I'm thinking, okay, I'm gonna need y'all to get out my head because I was already thinking about doing that. So what we're gonna do we're gonna do a pound cake. You add whatever extracts or flavor that you want, but what I'm gonna do is, of course, add the Black History colors. Now the original Black History colors came from the Pan-African flag, and those colors were black, red, and green. Now we have, I guess you would say a second set of colors that were inspired by the Ethiopian flag, and they've incorporated yellow. So that flag is yellow, red, and green. So what I think I'm going to do is use those colors in the batter, have the black, red, and green, and then use the yellow in some icing. I think that's at least that's that's what I see in my mind. I'll already know. Here we go, me and this mind. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do. So again, whatever extracts you want to use to flavor your pound cake, do that. Just pull out some batter and color it. But before I get started, two things. When I did the black velvet, I did have a question or questions about whether or not the black made the cake taste funny. Did it have a funny taste? Did it taste bitter? It did not. It didn't taste any different to me. Now I'm going to try to remember when I do number one. I'm going to try my best to remember. I do have a little note right here on a napkin that reminded me to mention it to you guys. So I'm going to leave this right here for him, and hopefully it will jog my memory when he comes in here at the end of this video to taste. Ask him if he tasted, if the black made the cake taste any different to him. I would love to hear his opinion, but as for me, it didn't. Okay, all right, so hopefully I won't forget to do that. Two more things. I want to say thank you guys so much. I went to my P.O. box today. Y'all are the best. First of all, Miss Doris, Miss Brown, she sent me 2 beautiful books. She is now a children's author. She is retired from the Guilford County's public school system. She's a retired educator, and she is writing children's books. And she was so sweet to send 2 books for our grandbaby. I had to go find the books because our daughter has already been reading them to him. I want to say thank you so much. This is so sweet to look at the beautiful pictures, the animals. Elephants are very special and significant to our family because my mom loved elephants. So I cannot say thank you enough. And these books, they are children's story about, teaching children to be nice and polite to each other. They are just the cutest books. I don't know, Miss Doris, if you could send me an email, I would love to know how maybe some subscribers, if they're interested, can order your books too. Okay, I can't remember whether or not you put that on the little note that you included, but again, I want to say thank you so much. And then also to Sonia, I'm so glad that I opened up the card, the other envelope, before I started this video, because I was going to get on here and say I have no idea who these are from. But thank you for your separate card that you sent me to let me know that I had some gadgets on the way. She has sent 2 KitchenAid silicone. There's a beater and a spatula. Is that what you call it? Beater and a spatula. This onyx black, you guys. Y'all, that's so she said as if I need any more gadgets. Honey, you can't ever have too many gadgets. So Sonya, thank you so much. You guys are so sweet. I get so excited when I go to my post office box, and while I'm talking, I'm going to wash my hands again. Because y'all ain't going to catch me slipping. Be talking about, Miss Donna touched that old nasty stuff that came in the mail. She didn't even wash her hands. So I'm washing them again. You guys, don't be in the kitchen with nasty hands. Because that's just nasty. Alright? But as I was saying, I get so excited when I go to my P.O. box. Because my P.O. box is really, it's really small. It's about the size of this envelope. That's how small it is. So when I open it up and there's a key in there, I know I have to go to a locker. The key is for a locker where I'll have to go get something that was too large to fit in my P.O. box. So I know then somebody has been real sweet and sent me something. And you guys do not have to do that. I do not take it lightly. I don't take it for granted. But I just want to say thank you all so much. Miss Doris, Sonya, thank you all so much. I appreciate your thoughtfulness and even the little sweet notes about our family and how we are such a blessing to you guys. You all don't understand how much you all are a blessing to us. You really are. So we certainly appreciate and we are thankful for each and every one of our subscribers. So now, on to this cake. Of course, we're using 3 cups of our Swans Down cake flour. To that, I've added a half teaspoon of baking, not half teaspoon baking powder, half teaspoon of baking powder. I'm getting it mixed up with the salt. So we've added a half teaspoon of baking powder to the Swans Down cake flour, and we've sifted that one more time. Swans Down comes sifted, pre-sifted for you in the box. But once I add that baking powder, I like to sift it one more time. We will be using a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and I'm going to add that salt in with my extracts, okay? Then we have 3 cups of sugar. We have 1 cup of milk, and it is room temperature. We have 5 large eggs that I've already cracked. They are also room temperature. And then we have 3 sticks of unsalted butter. It is softened because it too has been sitting out, and it is room temperature. For my extracts, I'm going to use a little bit of lemon. I think I'm going to use some lemon extract, pure lemon extract. And I was trying to decide if I wanted to use vanilla. I don't know, I might, but I am going to use my cream bouquet. This is my bakery in a bottle. You guys continue to ask Miss Donna, what does it taste like? That's all I could, it reminds me of a bakery-ish taste. I just love the way it enhances my cake flavors. Some people don't like it. I think that I've come across more people who like it than those who don't. Okay? I don't even know what to compare it to. So it is delicious. And then I have my gel colors. Now again, with me saying that it didn't change the taste, we have red, green, and black. And then I have another little different kind of gel color that I'm gonna use for the yellow because I don't need much of that. But the brand is mAGlazeGirl. mAGlazeGirl. So again, it did not change the taste of my cake, in my opinion. I think that's all the ingredients. We're gonna preheat this oven to 325 degrees. So that will be ready by the time we get through mixing it up. I think that's everything. So let's get started mixing up this cake. If by chance I have forgotten something, it'll be in the description box below. And also I get questions about this mixer. This mixer, the link is also in the description box below. Okay? I'm going to start by adding my 3 sticks of unsalted butter to my mixing bowl. then to that I'm going to add my one-fourth teaspoon of salt. And I'm also adding my extracts. I'm adding my extracts and salt now. And I've been doing that for several weeks now. And I'm adding them now because that way all of my flavors, ooh-wee. Y'all see all that cream bouquet? You really don't need a lot of cream bouquet. Sometimes I have a tendency to get a little heavy-handed. But as I was saying, all of the flavors will get incorporated through the entire mixing process, okay? And not just at the end. Alright, so I'm going to start mixing. I'm going to mix up the butter about 2-3 minutes by itself. Okay, and then I'm going to slowly start adding the sugar. You want to cream the butter and the sugar until it becomes light and fluffy. You do not want to hear those sugar crystals mixing around in your mixing bowl. Now this process takes me about 12 minutes. With this mixer I have to stop and scrape down the bowl. So make sure you stop. You scrape down your bowl a couple of times, because what you will notice is if you don't have some type of scraper attachment for your bowl, then you're going to notice that sugar and butter is going to start collecting on the sides of your bowl, which means it's not getting creamed. Okay, so you're going to have to scrape that down so you can properly get it creamed. It's going to be light and fluffy. So after I've done that, I'm going to come back and let you see what I mean by that texture being light and fluffy. It's actually going to get a very light pale color. Okay, so we're going to do this, and then we'll come back and we will show you and talk about what we're going to do next. Now remember, this is going to take me about 12 minutes, but you know, the magic of video, it's going to take a few seconds. This is light and fluffy. See how the texture has changed? And it's pale looking. It's so fluffy. That's what we want. So again, you can't rush this process. Okay? This is a very important process of cake mixing. Now we're going to add our eggs one at a time, and I usually mix just a few seconds to where the yolk pretty much disappears. Sometimes I can see a little bit of the yellow, but you don't have to mix it, but just a few seconds in between adding each egg. After we get the eggs added, then we're going to start alternating our dry and wet ingredients. Okay, we're going to start with the flour. And you always want to end with the flour. But I'm not going to show you this entire process. So you're going to see me add some flour. Then you're going to see me add a little bit of milk. Then you're going to see me add the rest the last little bit of the flour, okay? You want to be careful not to overmix during this process because you can cause complications with your cake. It can fall, it can be dense, so it doesn't take long. This process of alternating the flour and the milk does not take as long as the creaming of the butter and the sugar, okay? So again, we're going to start with these 5 eggs. Then we're going to do this process, and then we're going to be ready to separate this batter so we can play in the colors. You want to make sure once you finish mixing that you go around again. Just use your spatula to go around the bowl and up under the bottom to make sure that everything has been mixed well, okay? No flour left behind. Okay, now for the fun part. We're going to separate our batter. And in an effort to try to get it even, I'm just going to alternate back and forth with these other 2 bowls, okay? Because one needs to be green, one needs to be black, and the other will need to be red. Okay? Let's see, maybe a little more. I'm gonna do, you know what, I'm going to use the bowls for the red and the green because they look pretty even. Alright, so this is some green I'm putting in here, and I want it really green. And then this is the red, so we're going to get the colors mixed up. Y'all, if these ain't the lift every voice and sing colors, look at that. Y'all already know I wanted it black. Blackity black, black, black. Lift every voice I sing till earth and heaven ring. Ain't that pretty? Ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the listening skies. I've already thoroughly sprayed my cake pan with Baker's Joy thoroughly sprayed it. Let it resound loud as the rolling sea. Alright, I'm starting with my green on the bottom. Now we're adding our black. And last but certainly not least, honey, this is that red that represents that blood that was shed. Okay, now we have all of the colors in. Again, I'm not swirling. Hitting it under the bottom to try to release the air bubbles. And I'm hoping that you'll see the layer of green, black, and red. Okay? Going in the oven on 325. I'm setting my timer for an hour and 15 minutes. I'll probably check it about an hour and 10. Definitely when I start smelling it. Alright, baked for not quite an hour and 15 minutes, maybe about an hour and 10 minutes. Interesting. So we're going to cool for about 10 minutes before we flip. And in the meantime, I'm going to show you how quick and easy it is to make glaze. I never measure when I'm just making this powdered sugar glaze. I just pour. It's usually anywhere between 1.5 cups to 2 cups of powdered sugar. And add a little drop of cream bouquet. This is my yellow gel. Add a little bit of it. Then we add a little milk. You always want to be careful when you're adding your milk. Don't add too much at one time, because once you get it in, you cannot take it out. I usually like to have my glaze pretty thick in the beginning. That helps me get it smooth. And then I can always add more liquid. Okay? See, like now that's kind of dry and thick, but it's going to allow me to, like I say, get it smooth. Okay? So just that quick, we have glaze. Look how smooth it is. And I'm just going to add just a little bit more milk to thin it out. Isn't that a pretty yellow? Okay, that's it, y'all. We have glaze. Get it a little thinner so it'll be pourable. Okay. All right. So we're going to let the cake cool a few more minutes and then we'll get it flipped. Yeah, this is going to be interesting because remember I put the green first, then the black, and then I put the red on the very top. And we didn't swirl because I didn't want to swirl. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, so you see, okay, so the green came all the way around. I guess I don't need on both of these. So the whole outside of it looks green. Interesting. Well, we're gonna let it cool. Let it cool. All right, we are glazing. I do want to try to cover up the majority of the cake with the glaze. Well, this is my pound cake in honor of Black History Month. It is time.
What is that?
Okay. Oh, let me ask you this. Y'all see? I remembered my little note. The black velvet cake. How did it taste to you? The last one I did. How did it taste?
It was good. I mean, it was
Did
good.
it taste funny?
Did it taste funny?
Because it was black. Did it taste funny? Did it have a funny taste to it, or?
Well, my cake palette is just all confused. I don't have so many cakes.
I mean, but sometimes when you use black, and I'm asking because a subscriber asked me, sometimes when you use like a food coloring, it can make the cake or the food taste kind of bitter or what have you. Did you?
Nobody can explain. Nobody said that to me.
Okay, so
A lot of people taste it, but why does that look like a cake for the Green Bay Packers?
Ain't nobody thinking about no Green Bay Packers. Did they just play the Super Bowl?
No, baby, Green Bay won in the Super Bowl.
I don't know who's in the Super Bowl. Be quiet.
She don't have no idea. She thinks the Super Bowl is the New York Yankees.
I do not, honey.
Okay, I've never even almost seen. What kind of cake is this?
Can you eat?
Well, I know that much, but what am I eating? Look at the Green Bay Packers. Oh, wow.
And that's interesting because I didn't swirl it.
Wow.
It swirled on its own.
This look like Chinese writing.
Oh my goodness. That's my lift every voice and sing cake.
Look, y'all, look like Chinese writing.
That's interesting.
This is really interesting, yeah.
This is my Black History cake.
Oh, really?
That is interesting. Cause y'all know I didn't swirl that. Look, y'all. And then it's like, why does it look like it's more black than the green? Anywho, y'all saw what I did. So
What do you mean it looks more black?
I mean,
than
because
green?
I separated the batter and I put green at the bottom. Then I did the black. Then I did the red, but I didn't swirl it. You know how you can
I
didn't swirl
But
it.
you know
but
what?
it's, I guess as it cooked, it kind of.
But I'll tell you, that's why I say, babe, it looked like, that's why I say the Green Bay Packers, because the yellow, and it looked like a green hue to the
yeah,
cake.
because the outside of it looked green. But anywho,
this is an interesting
I was hoping
cake
it was gonna be. You were gonna see it just like you see the flag, the red, the black, and then the green. Oh well, you guys. So if you do this, do less black. But I think I had them all even.
Good.
I can get my own back corner. Look at that, y'all.
This is really good.
And it has cream bouquet and lemon in it.
I taste the lemon. But what do
You
cream
always
bouquet
taste
taste like?
Bakery in a bottle. It tastes like this. Let me let you smell it.
I don't taste bottle bakery.
Hmm?
I don't taste bottle bakery.
This is what it tastes like. Let me let you smell it. Oh, they smell like a bakery. Maybe I put it too close. You smell it?
This is crazy what they can get into play. That's what you was going for right there.
What?
Kind of.
What?
Guys, that's what she was kind of going for right there.
Let me see.
Oh, I think.
Yes!
I told you guys I got it. I got it.
That's what I was kind of...
That's what she was trying to get. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. Don't touch it.
I want them to see real
now
close.
You see, Donna. Now you touched it now. I want... You didn't see me, but I was yelling at you in my mind.
Oh, I seen you. That's good. I guess it's all in how you slice it.
You gotta be a professional slicer.
So, well, you guys, that's my tribute to Black History. And this is what it looks like when we slice it all up and get it prepared to go out for the next morning. So this is the one we just did. I think I also may have a clip of the black velvet one that I did before this. If I do, I'll insert that too. But this is how we do when we slice it up.
No, don't taste no funny aftertaste.
Even with the green and the red, it does not have a funny aftertaste. Why you been looking like you mad?
I be screaming at you in my head, but I don't want you to say that because I'm...
Do you love me?
Yes, I love you. I love you so much.
Do you love me?
If you love me, you wouldn't ask me.
Look, it's late. Okay. Well, you guys, y'all got Valentine's. You done got some Black History. You are funny. Bless your heart. Okay, you guys, look, I'm going to go to bed. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Is that everything I meant to tell you guys? I think so. See, my little note came in handy because I had told them earlier I didn't taste the difference in it. And I said I would try to remember to ask you if you tasted, if that black made it have a bitter taste. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you've not already done so, thumbs up the video. If you like the video, subscribe. Turn on the notification bell. And when you turn on the bell, it shakes. And that's that shake something.
And hit the nosy.
Shake something. Shake something when you hit the nosy. Yeah, that's that notification bell. Hit the nosy so you know what's going on over here, okay? Thank you guys. We already look forward to you joining us.
This is so funny.
Again. Next time, how you have my plate?
Well, I know you're gonna take that. I know.
Oh, you gonna let me have
you
this?
So I'll make sure you get the exact. You're like a dinosaur when you eat stuff.
You gonna quit calling me animal names?
You just take the biggest bite. Be discreet.
Hi. You gonna quit calling me animal names?